Welcome back to Octane Garage, everybody. If you haven't tuned in before, I appreciate you checking our channel out. Today we're going to work on a Chevy truck. We're going to replace the injectors. You're either watching this because you like my channel, which I appreciate, or you have to change some injectors yourself. Let's get this thing in the garage and let's get changing them. Okay, now that our turbo's out of the way and our airbox is out of the way, now it's not too hard to get this turbo out of the way. If you guys want to see how that's done, I will film putting it back together. Stay toward the end. I may not film the other side of the motor because it's really easy. It's the same as this without the turbo in the way. Okay, to get these lines off, it's a 19 millimeter. I've already broke them loose. So anyway, you just put it on there, break them loose. You're gonna have a little nut here. Ours is missing, and that's okay. And you're just gonna pull them up. And here's the tricky part. We got to get them out of the way enough to get a socket in there. The way we're going to do that is up here on the manifold. There's one bolt, and I'll show you guys where it's at, that we're going to have to take out. So it's this bolt here, holds this line here. I'm going to guess 13. So we're going to get that out of our way. Then we'll be ready. And that should allow us to move those lines up enough to easily get these lines out of our way. You don't want to bend or break them lines for obvious reasons. Okay, as it turns out, there's two of them you got to undo. I was not aware of that. One of them actually holds the ground wire. So I went ahead and unhooked the battery, which I probably should have did in the beginning anyway. So we'll get that off of there. That's our ground cable. Got one more here. And then we should be able to lift those up. Get them out of our way. Now that's going to allow us enough room, I think, to be able to get a socket on there. Yes, it will. Let me just slide it out of the way. Let me show you. Okay, we should have it loose enough we can just pry our line up. Oh, well, first we got to get these rubber lines off here. Okay, we want to be kind of careful with these. We don't want to mess them up. These needle nose aren't the best either. They should work. There it goes. I have to trim that one back just a hair. There, that one goes. See if we can pull it all the way off. Usually if you give them a little twist, they pull off fairly easy. I'll just set it up here out of the way for now. Now, let's see if we can break this baby loose. Just like that. Just gotta wiggle it out of your way is what you're gonna have to do. Give it a couple taps. Okay, that socket hit the ground, that's okay. She's coming. She's tight, but she's coming. All right, now we should be able to do it by hand. And there we go. One down. And when we're done, we'll put these in the tester and we'll see how they shoot. Now you're gonna want to put a dab of anti-seize on these. Get it around their threads a little. I'm gonna say that's plenty. It's actually more than we need, but that's okay. We'll wipe this up too while we're in here. Okay. So we got an anti-seize on there. Now let's start it by hand, of course. Get our socket on there. And we'll get her turned around the rest of the way. Oh, we almost forgot something, guys. We got to take her back off. Ouch. That would have been bad. If you're doing this, don't forget. And I'll show you what we forgot right here in 2 seconds. Some of you probably noticed. Some of you are probably like, yeah, dude. Not a good idea. Let me just pop it off and I'm going to show you. You might notice there's something missing here. Let me show you what that is. Yeah, you got to have one of these on there, guys. I call that good. Okay, now we got to get our line off this next one. So we got part of it off. We got the one in. Well, this one's tough, but if you get you one of these swivel style extensions on here, it gives you just enough to get it past the manifold. So that's a good thing, because that one is pretty tough to break loose, I promise you. When you're pulling them out, you always want to look, make sure your O-ring came out with it. Little brass guy. And again, we went ahead and put some anti-seize on there. So that's already done. Drop our socket on there. These torque to 59 foot-pounds, if anybody's wondering. I generally just tighten them up. But if you want to get, you know, if you want them perfect, that'd be up to you. I'm going to say that's at least 59 foot-pounds right there. These lines go back on. Just like so. Go ahead and tighten these up. Okay. Okay. Now make sure they're tight. You don't want them leaking. You don't want to strip them either. Okay. Good there. Make sure you get them on there good. A little tricky to get on there, seems. This one goes to this one, right here. Okay, we're gonna have the same here. I already broke it loose. And to get those lines out of the way, there's 2 more bolts right up here. 2 manifold bolts, just like the front ones. It's not a big deal, guys. Let's go ahead and get our socket out of there. Oh, okay, we already got it out. Looks like she's coming out all together. Let's get our new one. Went ahead and put some anti-seize on it already. Just gotta work around the manifold. Make sure you get it started right. That's gonna be the #1 priority right now. Okay, we're down in here. Just push your line out of the way gently. Just go easy on it, guys. That's all you gotta do. That should be plenty. Lock it back off. And there we go. Got one more, the very back one. That's going to be proven to be the toughest, guaranteed. That's okay. We'll get it. Okay, we got the back one out. It was a pain. We did a swivel, a ratchet way back there. Okay, we got our new one. We got our anti-seize on there. Now we got to zip it way back here. Pull our line to the front of the truck out of the way. Make sure you don't lose your little washer. Actually, we're going to go under this line, I think. Okay, getting this back one in is going to be a little tricky, guys. A lot tricky, actually. But we can do it. Sorry you're not going to be able to see much, but we'll do the best we can. And again, we want to make sure you get it threaded in there straight. I cannot stress the importance of that enough. So do it by hand, as tough as it is. Because if you get it crooked, and you strip that head out, you got a whole nother world of problems. All right, I'm gonna get that tightened up, get our lines on there. I'll bring you guys right back. We're ready to set the turbo back on. I put anti-seize on the bolts to hopefully not have any trouble there. We gotta make sure we get it lined up here right. And the tricky part is going to be, one, our exhaust out here, back here, under here. And getting it back in this tube here is always fun. Okay. Just pop her in like that. So we're good up here. Now, we've got this crazy exhaust down here. There's a V-band. Let's see if you guys can see it. It's a clamp on the bottom of this turbo. Right here. Right there are my fingers. Pretty hard to see. That's your exhaust clamp anyway. I'm gonna get that one out of the way first. Once we get that out of the way, you got 4 bolts here. It's one here, one on this side, one on this side, one on this side. Come up through the bottom. So you gotta get those on. You got a pipe here, 2 bolts. Gotta get that on. You got your pipe here. You saw us take that off, I think, earlier. That gives you kind of an idea of some of the stuff you're looking at when you do this. Putting it back together part. I kind of said I would go over it because I skipped it. I skipped it earlier. So you got this pipe here. Just comes on here. Be careful when you loosen this that you don't get the pipe turning and mess it up. I almost did that. Fortunately, I didn't, but I was close. Just a heads up on that. So keep that in mind when you're doing this. You're gonna hold the bottom, tighten the top, no big deal. Now we need to tighten our V-band. Okay, V-band is tight. So next we're gonna have these 4 under here. Naturally, I'll start with the easiest one. We'll snug it, not tighten it, but snug it up first. Then we'll go to the next one. I think we can go right under this, right down through here for this one. Okay, got her snug. Get our other one started. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these other 4 tightened up, and then I'm gonna bring you guys back. Okay guys, it's the next day. I had to pull this thing out last night about 2:30 in the morning. It got too late for me. I couldn't finish it up. So I rolled it outside so I could shut my garage door. I thought I'd bring you guys back and catch you up and show you where we're at. Can't exactly remember where we left off last night, but what I can tell you is we got our turbo back on. These 4 bolts down here, the nuts that are on here, there's 4 of them. They go here, 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 and here, are pretty tough to get. This one right here, if you get this out of the way, you can get a wrench on that and get that one loose and put on that way. And it's a lot easier than trying to do it from underneath. This one, you can get a wrench on also, or no, this one, yes, you can get a wrench on this one also. Makes it a lot easier. Just get your wrench up in there. Not a ratchet wrench, but a regular wrench. These 2 you're gonna have to probably get from underneath. Not a big deal. All we got left is we gotta throw our air cleaner on, our oil pipe here, our breather pipe, and our air basket, and we can try this thing out. Now today's Father's Day, so we're not gonna do the other side in this video. If you guys wanna see a video on doing the other side, then put it in the comments and we'll do a video on the other side. The other side is pretty much more the same, it's just a lot easier. This is the other side. There's a lot less stuff in the way. You don't have to take the turbo off. Everything else is gonna be the same. Now on the other side, when you have that turbo off, it might not be a bad idea to go ahead and change your glow plugs. I did not, because I had recently changed the ones I could, and I didn't think about it until I already had it apart and realized some of those would be tough to get to with that stuff in the way. So if I were you, I'd recommend doing that. Without any more delay, we're gonna get this air cleaner stuff on. We're gonna get this thing fired up and let's see if it runs any better. Then we are going to throw our old injectors on a tester and see if they were bad. All right, got our air cleaner box back in. Got our final piece on here. We are ready to test this thing out. Probably should have changed my air filter, but we're gonna do that later. Got one more to tighten up here. One thing I really like too is this has the factory air box. A lot of guys delete these, and you're really not gonna get much horsepower out of that in my opinion. I'd much rather just see the factory one on there. It's all original, works perfect. Here comes the moment of truth. See if this baby will run. Well, I thought it would have been better than that. We might have to go ahead and do that other side, because she's still starting pretty hard. Meanwhile, we'll check those other ones. Let's see how they're squirting.
You can show them a good and then a bad.
Okay. So we've checked our old ones. This one, as you can see, is spraying out good. But we had a couple that weren't spraying out so good. Now for a second, that one sprayed out in a stream, which is not good. But we did have some other ones that didn't seem to be spraying out so well. And I'll show you what that looks like right now. And that one's not too bad. You can see a little bit of the stream coming though. But not terrible actually. Not terrible. Let's try one more. See how it does. Now there's the really bad one. It tries, and it's only pumping up to about 15 on our gauge here, and you really want them to be about 2,000 to 25. In between that range is probably your best. So if you have an opportunity to have them tested, it's not a bad idea. I tested mine before, the new ones before we put them in, just to make sure they were good. They're all popping around between 2 and 25. Real close within, you want them to be pretty close. So I guess that's gonna conclude this video. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side off camera. It's a lot more of the same. I don't wanna bore you guys with it. Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you watch this long, I really appreciate that too. It really helps the channel. Tell your friends, pass it on. Let's go viral.